Hello and welcome back to my channel, fellow book lovers. And today we're gonna do a tag. A tag essentially for me means that I want to post more regularly, but I am not that creative in thinking about a topic for every week. So we're gonna go with the do I have this book tag, which I discovered about 9 months ago on my hunt for another challenge, and I thought it looked fun, and I had it in my backlog for the entire 3/4 of a year to use it at exactly this point, which is what we're gonna do. It consists of, I have absolutely no clue, 20? It consists of 20 questions, which, oh boy, I don't know if that is a good idea, because my videos do tend to get a bit long, but let's just straight up jump into it and not have any discussions prior. So this basically just gives me room to mention a book and then skip to the next question, because otherwise, like, we're gonna sit here tomorrow, okay? So question number 1. Do you have a book with deckled edges? I do. If I understood the question correctly, deckled edges are the books with like these frayed edges that kind of have this used look to them, and it's pretty fitting. The book that I own, it's the only book that I have with deckled edges, is The Girl's Guide to Homelessness, which I at one point read for my English class in school. By the way, this is not in any means prepared. Like, I really go through these questions as I see them, and the first book that pops into my head I'm gonna show you. So question number 2. Do you have a book with 3 or more people on the cover? Sure, but let me search for it. I found something, and that is Hidden Figures by Margaret Lee Shetterly. A book about the space race and the hidden figures that didn't get mentioned, although they did all the work. Question number 3. Do you have a book based on another fictional story? Hell yeah, I do read Neil Gaiman, and he does a lot of retellings of fairy tales, so basically almost everything that he's ever written. But let's go for something else, shall we? Because I love manga and I love Junji Ito, I'm gonna choose No Longer Human, which is a horror manga based on the story of Osamu Dazai, which is partly autobiographical, to be honest, but still fiction. So this is a good pick in my opinion. Oh my god, it's moving in a breeze. Like, I really enjoy the pace of the video. I love this, like, fast-paced, quick question, just answer them without thinking type of style. Do you have a book with a title 10 letters long? Another one that I have to search for, but surely why not? Damn it, that's 11. Fuck. I keep hitting 11. That's... oh my god. Why? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bingo. I got Animal Farm by George Orwell. Exactly 10 letters. Count it yourself if you don't trust me. Question number 5. Do you have a book with a title that starts and ends with the same letter? And I don't want to search for, but these are quite fun, to be honest. I used this once before in a challenge, but for a different question. I'm gonna use it again. It's Franz Kafka's America, starting with an A, stopping, finishing, ending with an A. Question number 6. I don't know what you're doing. Question number 6. Do you have a mass market paperback book? Honestly, I don't understand the term mass market. I have heard that there are differences between UK and US mass market editions, and I have no clue on what the mass market edition for Austria would be. So I'm just gonna go with something that looks like it's mass market produced. I guess like almost everything that I have fits that. So it's not that hard to find, but I'm looking for one particular book, which I remember just having picked up from the streets, but it just looked like one of the books that you would get at your local gas station or any place that doesn't necessarily sell books. So would you believe me if I told you that I actually own and have read a book by Danielle Steele, which is called Precious Gifts, but as I said, I picked it up from the street and I just took it with me. I was in Estonia, I was desperate for a book that I could actually read, and well, it was not that outstanding, but I am sure that this is a mass market produced copy. Okay, moving on to question number 7. Do you have a book written by an author using a pen name? Yes, I do. I have recently just finished The Running Man by Richard Bachman, aka Stephen King. Number 8. Do you have a book with a character's name in the title? Should I just show you the Harry Potter series, or do you believe me if I just say I have that? Okay, you know what? Let's not half-ass this, okay? I'm just gonna show you. This is my copy of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone from when I was 6. I still own it, I still love it. Number 9. Do you have a book with 2 maps in it? Let's see. I am not that much of a fantasy reader, which I feel like maps are a thing for fantasy, but maybe I got lucky with the ones that I do have. 2. See? Okay, I think that this is actually my only book with 2 maps in it, but I got it, so it fits. This is Lee Bardugo's Six of Crows, and you have 1 map, which is this, and then you have a second map of somewhere of a palace thing, where they do the heist, I think. I feel like it still counts. Question number 10. Do you have a book that was turned into a TV show? I just showed you something, right? But let's go with something else. I feel like I haven't mentioned manga enough yet, so I'm gonna go with a manga for this one, which is basically every manga that I own is one that at some point became an anime. I really don't read the rare shit, okay? So maybe the one that I'm reading right now. I'm gonna choose Jujutsu Kaisen because I am right now reading it and it's a series that I've already watched. So I know that it is a series. Question number 11. Do you have a book written by someone who is originally famous for something else? A celebrity, an athlete, a politician, a TV personality? Yes, I do own a bunch of memoirs and biographies. But I would like to choose a book by an author who was previously famous but didn't write a biography. Well, the book that I'm gonna choose is The Dream House by Marcia Bison. I am so sorry for my bad Italian, but this is Cutie Pie Marcia, or PewDiePie's girlfriend. At that time when that was released, this book, she still had a YouTube channel. She doesn't anymore. She kind of stepped out of the public eye, but back then I found it very fascinating that a person like her, like a very petite and, I don't know, cute person, was so much into the horror genre, a very gruesome and rough genre. And because I'm a fan of the genre myself, I couldn't wait to get this book. I think it was released somewhere around the time of 2015, 2016, and let me just say, as a horror book, I cannot recommend this. But I appreciate her stepping out of the box and not doing something that was extremely popular around that time for YouTubers, which was to do some sort of advisory book or just biography, memoir type of stuff. Question number 12. Do you have a book with a clock on the cover? Oh, how I wish that the book that I'm gonna show you right now was A Clockwork Orange. Unfortunately, it's not. It's Christina Henry's Alice, which I personally didn't enjoy, but there is a clock on the cover and the rabbit that's holding it. It's basically, it's a pocket watch, but I feel like it counts because it kind of shows the time, doesn't it? So it's a clock to me. Question number 13. Do you have a poetry book? I do. I have got a poetry collection by Dorothy Parker, which is called My Heart is Freshly Broken, and on one side is the English original and on the other side is the German translation, because back at the time when I bought that, I was not feeling confident enough to read a poetry book in English. Still don't, by the way. Still enough that goes over my head. But that happens to me with German poetry as well. So I feel like it's something about the genre, not necessarily about the language, but could be another factor. Question number 14. Do you have a book with an award stamp on it? Yeah, don't you hate it if that thing is printed on your book? If it's a sticker and I can peel it off, fine. But some books have that just stuck on their cover and you can't get rid of it. I hate that. I really hate that. Fake award stickers maybe. Like ones that look like they're award stickers, but they're not really. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I mean. There are 2 types of stickers here, okay? There are actual award stickers, and then there are stickers like these, which is the Spiegel bestseller, which is just essentially a magazine that recommends books. but it's just ranking based off of popularity and the bestseller lists. And this is a removable sticker, so I could remove it if I was careful. I am not trusting the sticker to not be already part of the book and me ripping the jacket apart therefore, so I'm not gonna remove it. But I don't like that it's on there. And then there's this thing, which to me just looks like they tried to deceive people into thinking that this was an award sticker or some kind of sticker, when really it just says this is a world bestseller from Korea. And it doesn't say anything about winning awards or nothing at all. So if you see this and you're like, oh, tiny black circle with some printed in, must be some award or something that they've won, and really they didn't. Which is not to say that this isn't a recommendable book, like read it if you haven't yet, but I'm just saying, this is not the type of sticker that I was looking for. I was looking for an actual award sticker, which is this, which is also, can't remove it, it's on the print of the book, and it's the National Book Award finalist, and this is Yoko Ogawa's Memory Police. It's a finalist, it didn't even win. I didn't recognize that until now. Anyways, award sticker nonetheless. Although it's an award finalist, still counts. Question number 15. Do you have a book written by an author with the same initials as you? I'm gonna skip this question because I've already answered it once on a scavenger hunt for questions that I could answer in another video. So you could go to that video, I'm gonna link it down below, and watch me answer that question if you're interested. Question number 16. Do you have a book of short stories? As I said, I do own Neil Gaiman, and he has written a bunch of short stories. So I will finally pick a book of his so that I don't have to mention him ever again in this video. And that is Trigger Warning, a short story collection by Neil Gaiman. Question number 17. Do you have a book that is between 500 and 510 pages long? You know, I feel like 500 is such a rare number. Oh my god. Never mind. It's basically the second book that I grabbed. It's The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas, which in the German version does have 508 pages. Oh my god, I was about to say, like, don't you ever notice that something on the lower spectrum of the 500s rarely ever gets written? Like, I feel like it's either 490 or 560 and then up. Something like that, but 510, it's hard to find, I thought. Question number 18. Do you have a book that was turned into a movie? Okay, we're talking movies now, not series, huh? Well, I'm guessing that I'm not gonna choose manga right now, though I could go with Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, as I have read that lately and it got turned into a movie, so... But I'm not, okay? I don't wanna mention the same authors more than one time. I'm gonna go with a risky pick, which just means that I haven't ever watched any adaptation of a movie called the exact same title of the book, but I'm pretty sure it's been so famous and so long in this world that I feel like there must be a movie. And my pick is Dracula by Bram Stoker. I hope that there is a movie out there. I wouldn't know, but I could very much imagine there being one. And then second to last question. Question number 19. Do you have a graphic novel? Bitch, who do you think I am? This is my channel. I consist of Nowadays it's definitely more manga, but technically they would be considered a graphic novel as well, just a Japanese one. So I'm gonna go with a graphic novel nonetheless though. Okay, a graphic novel series which I have a bit neglected lately, but still plan on continuing, and that is Saga by Brian Vaughan and Fiona Staples. Yes, I want to continue these, but when is the question? Okay, and then the last question is gonna be question number 20. Do you have a book written by 2 or more authors? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna try find one by an author that I haven't mentioned yet, because right now I'm thinking of Good Omens, but yeah, I'll be just a second. Okay, another one of my recent reads, and actually one that I have seen after this, is Burnout by Emily and Amelia Nagoski. Last book for this challenge. Well, this was fun. I love tags like these, questions like these, challenges like these. I hope you enjoyed it at least a little bit as much as I did, and I wish you a great rest of the day. And to end this video properly, because I don't feel like I have much to say, it was just a quick and fun challenge, I would just have to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at another time in another video. Bye! Why do I hate so many books by my favorite author?